Hello everyone, dear students. Today I will explain the second part of lesson 9, The Bond of Love, written by Kenneth Anderson. Dear students, in the first part we read how the narrator got a sloth bear and gifted to his wife, and his wife named it Bruno. At first Bruno drank milk from a bottle, and then after a few days he started eating and drinking everything, and he became familiar with narrator's family, Alsatian dogs, and the teenage children. So, dear students, let us read the second part and find out what happened next. One day, an accident happened him. Here is used for Bruno. I here is the narrator. I put down poison barium carbonate to kill the rats and mice that had got into my library. Bruno entered the library as he often did, and he ate some of the poison. Paralysis set in to the extent that he could not stand on his feet, but he dragged himself on his stumps to my wife, who called me. I guessed what had happened. Off I rushed in the car to the vet's residence. A case of poisoning, tame bear, barium carbonate, what to do? So, dear students, in this passage, the narrator tells us about an incident. He tells us that accidentally one day Bruno ate the poison kept in the library. Actually, the narrator had put that poison to kill the mice and rats, but Bruno entered the library and he ate some of the poison. What happened then? He was paralyzed and he was not able to stand on his feet. Then, anyhow, he dragged himself on his stumps to the narrator's wife, and narrator's wife called the narrator. The narrator immediately understood what had happened, and he rushed in the car to West residence. And now the doctor is thinking a case of poisoning, tame bear, carbonate. What to do? He told everything to the doctor. Now, what did the doctor do? See, out came his medical books, and a feverish reference to index began. What poison did you say, sir? Barium carbonate? Oh, yes, barium, salt, barium carbonate, symptoms, paralysis, treatment, injections of. Just a minute, sir, I will bring my syringe. Here is the doctor and the medicine. A, a dash back to the car. Bruno still floundering. Floundering here means struggling to move. Dash here means rapid race about on his stumps, but clearly weakening rapidly. Some vomiting, heavy breathing with heaving flanks and gaping mouth. So, in this passage, the struggle of doctor is also shown. So, the doctor came with an old book, medical book, and searched in the index for poisoning by barium carbonate. After that, he took out a syringe and medicine, and Bruno was struggling, still floundering means struggling to move, and he was vomiting, breathing heavily, and gaping means his mouth was wide open. What happened next? Hold him, everybody. In goes the hypodermic. Bruno squeals. Squeals means screamed. 10 cc of the antidote enters his system without a drop being wasted. 10 minutes later, condition unchanged. So, what happened? Here, hypodermic means a long needle used to give an injection under the skin, that is hypodermic, and antidote means that revokes the ailment. So what happened? Doctor asked everyone to hold Bruno as it screamed. squeals means screamed, shouted, and then medicine was injected. 10 cc medicine and antidote was injected. An injection was given, and but after 10 minutes the condition was unchanged. There was no any improvement. After that another injection was given, another 10 cc injected, and 10 minutes later breathing less stertorous. Stertorous means noisy breathing. So after 10 minutes, what happened? Another injection was given, and 10 minutes later again it was checked. Later Bruno was able to breathe properly, and after that Bruno can move his arms and legs a little, although he cannot stand yet. 30 minutes later Bruno gets up and has a great feat. He looks at us disdainfully. Disdainfully means hatefully, as much as to say, "What is barium carbonate to a big black bear like me?" Me, here is Bruno. Bruno is still eating. So, after 10 minutes, after another 10 minutes, Bruno was breathing properly, but still he was not able to stand properly. But after 30 minutes, he got up, and a great food was given to Bruno, and now he was able to eat. Then, when he was fine, then he looked disdainfully, means hatefully. He looked hatefully everyone, as his look was showing that, as he was saying that, what is the barium carbonate to a big black bear like him? So he was still eating. So his look was showing that it had been fine all the time. Bruno was had been fine all the time, as if nothing had happened to it. He was showing that nothing was happened. He was eating. Then another time he found nearly 1 gallon of old engine oil, which I had drained from the sump of the Studebaker. Studebaker here means an American car, and was keeping as a weapon against the inroads of termites. He promptly, means immediately or hurriedly, drank the load, but it had no ill effects whatever. So here, gallon means a large volume of something, or you can see a unit of liquid. And here, in this stanza, writer tells us about another incident. He tells us that another time and another incident happened, and Bruno drank the used engine oil which was narrator had taken out of his Studebaker means American car, and to get rid of termites, that oil Bruno drank, and this oil did not affect him. This oil had no ill effect on Bruno. So what happened next? The months rolled on, and Bruno had grown many times the size he was when he came. He had equaled the Alsatian in height, and had even outgrown them, but was just as sweet, just as mischievous, and just as playful. And he was very fond of us all. Above all, he loved my wife, and she loved him too. So now the narrator tells us that Bruno grew bigger. He tells us that as the day passed, Bruno grew bigger and outgrew the Alsatian dog. Still, it was sweet, naughty, and playful. The narrator says that no doubt he was now bigger, but still he was very sweet, playful, mischievous, and he was fond of everyone. And he was fond of his wife, and his wife was also fond of him. He loved Bruno very much. Then she had changed his name from Bruno to Baba. After that, his wife changed the name of Bruno from Bruno to Baba. Baba means a small boy, and he could do a few tricks. Now Bruno had started to do some tricks also. As the command Baba Rizal or Baba Box, he vigorously tackled, controlled everyone who came forward for a rough and tumble. So Baba did some trick when he was ordered Baba Rizal or Baba Box, he would wrestle the persons and he overpowered him. He controlled him. Tackled him means controlled him, the person with whom he was wrestling. When he was commanded, Baba, hold the gun. What happened then? When he was asked to hold the gun, he pointed the stick at you. Ask him, Baba. And I hear the narrator is telling then when he was asked to hold the gun, then he would point a stick at the person as if he was ready to shoot that person. When asked him, Baba, where is baby? And he immediately produced the cradle affectionately a sum. Sum here means log, uh, a piece of wood you can say that is cut of wood which he had. So here the narrator says that when he was asked where is the baby, he would take out a piece of wood. Stump means a part of the trunk. Here, stump means a part of the trunk or branch of a tree that has been fallen and then it is cut off. You can say a log or stick also. So a piece of wood which he had carefully concealed means hide in the straw bed. So when he was asked where is the baby, he would take out a piece of wood and cradle it affectionately like a baby. And he had hidden that piece of wood under his straw bed. But because of tenants' children, poor Bruno or Baba had to be kept chained most of the time. So, as he had grown, you know very well, he was chained because he could be a threat to the tenants' children. Although he was harmless, but still you can see he was chained uh, to protect the tenants' children or to uh, avoid any bad circumstances, bad situation. Next, then my son and I advised my wife and friends advised her to give Baba to the Jew at Mysore. He was getting too big to keep at home. After some weeks of such advice, she at last consented. Consented means agreed or gave permission hesitantly, and before she could change her mind, a letter was written to the curator. Curator means the person in charge of the Jew. Did he want a tame bear for his collection? He replied, yes. The Jew sent a case from Mysore in a lorry. Lorry means a heavy vehicle, large and heavy vehicle. You can say truck or truck. You can say truck also. A distance of 87 miles, and Baba was packed off. So, what happened? In this passage, narrator tells us about his decision to send Baba to the Jew. The narrator and his son at first advised narrator's wife to send Baba to the Jew. She was advised by other friends also. Then to send Baba into to send Baba to the Jew. She agreed after some time, and a letter was written to the curator. Curator means in charge of the zoo, person in charge of the zoo. And it was inquired if he would like to keep a bear at the zoo, and the curator replied positively, yes, positively. Baba was sent to Mysore zoo, packed in a case, and that case was kept on the lorry. And he traveled 87 miles from Mysore. That place was 87 miles away from that place. And in this way the Baba was sent in the zoo. Then what happened? We all missed him very greatly, but in a sense we were relieved, got relaxed. My wife was inconsolable. She kept on weeping, and she wept and fretted means worried, or you can say became angry, became sad. For the first few days, she would not eat a thing. Then she wrote a number of letters to the curator. How was Baba? Back came the replies, well, but fretting. He refuses food too. So although all means everyone in the family, everyone missed him. Here is Bruno. Everyone missed Bruno greatly, but his wife missed him too much. But all of them were relaxed also after sending Baba to the zoo. The narrator's wife was disturbed. She kept on weeping. She was unconsolable, and she was worried. Fretted means worried about Baba, and she wanted to know about his well-being. And she, at the first few days, she did not eat anything. She did not eat anything, and she did not drink anything. And she, after that, she wrote a number of letters to the curator, to the person in charge of the zoo, to know about the Baba, to inquire about the Baba, and she also got reply. Baba was also undergoing the similar situation like her. As she was not eating food, she was worried about Baba. Similarly, Baba was also fretting, worried, and he was also not eating food. The situation of the narrator's wife and the Baba same. So what happened next? After that, friends visiting Mysore were back to make a point of going to the zoo and seeing how Baba was getting along. They means friends, reported that he was well but looked very thin and sad. All the keepers at the zoo said he was fretting, worried. For 3 months, I managed to stop my wife from visiting Mysore. And then she said one day, I must see Baba. Either you take me by car or I will go myself by bus or train. So I took her by car. So here in this passage, the narrator tells us about the condition of his wife and how his wife always tried to know about Baba. She would ask her friends who visited, who visiting Mysore. She would ask her friends visiting Mysore to visit Baba and check out on him. Everyone gave the similar report after coming back that Baba was very thin and sad, and the keepers of the zoo said that he seemed worried. Fretted means worried, and the narrator restrained his wife uh, restrained his wife from visiting the zoo for 3 months. One day, she warned the narrator that she wanted to see Baba, and if he would not take her, then she would go herself. She would go herself, by bus or train. Finally, they went to see Baba at the zoo, and the narrator, I hear his narrator took her here means his wife by car. They went to visit Baba in the zoo. What happened next? Friends had conjectured means predicted or guessed that the bear would not recognize her. I had thought so too, but while she was yet some yard from his gaze, Baba saw her and recognized her. He howled. Howled means shouted, screamed with happiness. She ran up to him, patted him through the bars, and he stood on his head in delight. Delight means happiness. Their friends conjectured means predicted or guessed that Baba would not recognize her, and the narrator had also thought so. But they were amazed. They were surprised to see that she was a few steps away from the case when Baba saw her and recognized her. He screamed. Howled means screamed with happiness. She ran up to him and patted him, showed concern towards him or loved him through the bars, and he stood on his head in delight. He stood on his head in delight in happiness. Baba was so happy to have narrator's wife back because both loved each other. So, dear students, now the narrator's wife and the narrator both are in the zoo, and narrator's wife is with Bruno. Then what happened next? We will see in our next video. So thank you for watching and keep watching this channel for my upcoming videos. Thank you.